One win, that's all it will take for Flow Century Brokers Deacons women to complete a perfect record this season in the Goddard Enterprises Division 1 Volleyball League competition. Deacons inched closer to the landmark by crushing Carlton in straight sets last night at the Wildy Gym to move their record to 9-0. In the other women's game, Club United came from 2 sets down to defeat Toners. Club United are on 19 points with 1 game in hand. On the men's side, Deacons, who are now on 37 points, eliminated Gourmet Express Progressive from the title race, while Cormier got past Juniors. Here's Damien Best.
Deacons in green taking on Carlton in this ladies matchup. Deacons unbeaten this season and showing why. Carlton trying to match that aggression. Andrea Cumberbatch penetrating the blocks and earning a point. However, Deacons were cruising in the first set, winning it 25-13. Julia Lewis laying down the law, cross-court kill. In the second, Carlton looking for some answers. Open space in the backcourt, perfect placement. Then having a presence at the net, forcing the error from Deacons. However, the reigning queens were relentless and secured the second set as well. Lewis again in the mix. And then this touch of genius at the net. Deacons 25, Carlton 19. In the third, it was basically for Deacons to add the finishing touches to the victory. That's too easy. And Deacons over Carlton in 3 straight, 25-13, 25-19, 25-15. The next encounter, Toners closest to the screen, playing Club United. And the club, a rough start, losing the first 2 sets at 16. Toners focus from the get-go, deep spike, good for the point. And the club finally finding their groove in the third, taking it 26-24. Then in the fourth, Nico Puckrin picks out the corner, good to go. Then Maya Evelyn backing it up with some outside hitting. The club on a roll. Well, they would indeed seal the fourth set, 25-21. Then shut the door on their opponents, winning the fifth and decisive set, 15-7. Great comeback. Men's action now. Cormier in blue battling Juniors. Raphael Lovell bringing the heat. And Juniors with the answer down the middle. But Cormier managed to take the first set, 25-22. Can Juniors bounce back? Well, it wouldn't be an easy equation. The dink at the net causing all kinds of problems. In fact, Cormier would take the second, 25-14, a double block on Ashan Jordan. The Juniors pull one back, winning the third, 25-21. Now in the fourth, Juniors looking to turn the tables. Too hot to handle for Eric Batson. Cormier, though, just as lethal, closing out the contest, 25-22, 25-14, 21-25, 26-24. The second men's game, Deacons versus Progressive in blue. The opening salvo yielding a point to Progressive. And Deacons going pound for pound in the big hitting department, clinical. And Deacons drawing first blood, 25-21. The second set now, more of the good stuff, Progressive deadly. And Sheldon Roach stepping up to the plate for Deacons, returning the favor. And the boys in green taking the second set by force, 25-16. Sugar. They would wrap this one up in 3 straight, 25-21, 25-16, 25-18. It's good night, nurse. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Damien. A virtual who's who in Olympic administration are gathered in Barbados for the Olympic Solidarity Regional Forum. The workshop for national Olympic committees in the English-speaking Caribbean got underway this morning with the official opening ceremony at the Hilton Hotel. During his address, Minister of Sports Stephen Lashley expressed his gratitude to the funding body of the International Olympic Committee for its support to local initiatives.
I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Olympic Solidarity for your continued assistance to Barbados through the provision of funding, training programs, and indeed for such as these. I believe that these particular discussions are important in relation to mapping the future direction of sports, not only in Barbados and the region, but certainly globally. And when we do have the opportunity to have these discussions, I believe that we need to make the most of them, because as you know, sports is occupying a very important part of the developmental agenda of many of our countries, and indeed has taken now a very central part within the context of the economic planning, which of course has been necessitated by a need to shift our economies and become much more diversified.
The minister also noted the importance of the workshop, which will focus on the implementation of good governance for regional bodies.
I am particularly pleased that you, the leaders of sports, have opted to focus your attention on this extremely critical issue of governance. And I say critical because this, to my mind, sets the tone and indeed the standard to be emulated across our respective sports fraternities. I believe that a full appreciation of the principles of good governance has the potential to redound to more robust and professionally run sports associations and federations. I believe that it would also redound to the benefit of our societies and ultimately to our respective nations as a whole.
Barbados will also host the Caribbean Association of National Olympic Committees General Assembly this week. The West Indies A team lost the first unofficial test against host Sri Lanka A at Hambantota today, resuming their second innings on the fourth and final day on 267 for 7 and a lead of just 14 runs. The Windies A were dismissed for 285. Shane Shillingford scored 63, while Nikita Miller got 46, as Fernando took 3 for 21. Setting the host 33 to win, Sri Lanka A ended on 34 without loss to win by 10 wickets. Scores: Sri Lanka A 413 and 34 without loss. The West Indies A 160 and 285. The second game in the three-match series starts on Saturday.